Hope you're doing well. My name is David Wilkerson, and this is Surplus Funds 101. And today, in this state funds tutorial, I'm going to be going over the state of Delaware and all the important information you need to know so you can make the evaluation if this is a place that you want to help people recover unclaimed funds and lost assets. Okay, with that being said, I'm going to start off by saying thanks to all the people that have liked my videos, subscribed to the channel, or just been a long-term supporter. I really appreciate that. And for all you guys that are brand new, I have something free and special for you, okay? In the description of the video, there's a link, and it's where you can go and get a free copy of my cold calling script. Okay, I know a lot of you guys are brand new. You don't know who to talk to, what to say, when to say, what to say, and this is really going to help you. Okay, I've called thousands and thousands and thousands of people, tens of thousands, probably hundreds of thousands, okay? And I've tweaked this thing tremendously, okay? It's designed to give you the unfair advantage and to give you really altitude in the conversation where someone takes you seriously, and it just makes it a lot easier for you to close deals. So if you haven't done it, just go click on the link in the description and grab that right now and start using it immediately to go get deals. But with that being said, you guys, let's get into the content. The very first thing about Delaware, any state when it comes to that, you guys, a savvy property locator, you guys, is always current and up to date on the state rules and regulations that they work in. Okay, what I always suggest people doing is going out, very first thing is discovering if the state that they want to work in offers an investigator handbook or something that's written that's going to go over all the things that somebody that is working in that state can and can't do while working with clients, and just everything else the state requires for you to be able to hand in a submitted claim package correctly and get paid on a deal. Okay, now for you guys that are brand new, one of the big cheat codes is just go to the napau.org website. From there, there'll be a site map. You can click on any state in the USA, and it'll take you right to the Unclaimed Funds Department website. So if you guys are brand new and you guys might not want to be working in Delaware, but somewhere else, that's like the very first step. Second step is figuring out if they have an investigator handbook. The state of Delaware gives you a lot of information. Okay, so right here, you guys, and this is just a very quick search I did on the website too. The State of Delaware Unclaimed Funds Reporting Guidelines Handbook. Okay, so this is more on the reporting side of things, but it's still good to have that information at your disposal. So right here, there's a link. Right here is the link, but I will also have all the links from this presentation in the description of the video as well. So you guys don't have to squint your eyes and try to type all this stuff in. You just go click, boom, go right to the website. But yeah, this link right here is for the State's Reporting Guidelines Handbook. Okay, right underneath that is the State of Delaware's Unclaimed Property Statute. Now, a lot of the states that you can work in, the investigator handbook is written off of the backbone of the statute that the state has in place. Below here is the website link for you to go and find out more information on that. The state also has an unclaimed funds property regulation site, so you can go take a look at that. I know I just gave you guys 3 different website links. You guys are probably saying, oh my God, this is too much information. You know, I don't want to have to read through all this. Well, you guys, very first thing is I'm not trying to promote you to overthink things to where you don't pull the trigger and go prospect for new clients, but it is really good to be current with all the state's rules and regulations that you're working in. You know, the more you know, the more confident you will be, okay? And the more confident you'll be, the more you'll be able to sub-communicate that to a potential client. And the more that they feel, not that they've heard, that they feel that you are an expert, a true expert, the easier it's going to be for them to be like, okay, I'll sign an agreement. Let's do this. You know, and the way you become an expert is through just really, really thorough market knowledge. Because when you are having your initial conversation with them, they're going to share their story with you on where they think the funds came from, where they, how long they've been out there, just everything, right? And so the more you know about the entire process, the more you can put the pieces of the puzzle together and be the expert that they require or that they deserve, right? And then you can get a lot more transactions, and it just makes you feel good that you know everything too. But you guys, here are just some links for you to do your own due diligence. I always encourage you, regardless of what you see me put up on these slides, you still go do your own due diligence. But this will give you guys a lot of information, as well as just all the details you need in order to get signed up and start doing deals in the state of Delaware. Now, here's just some general information about the state as well. Now, the state has a 10% commission cap. Okay, the commission cap, at least for me, isn't nearly as important as this bottom part, getting bulk leads, because you guys, 10 to 20%, that's about standard. There are some states that they don't care. Well, they don't have anything in writing that says that there's a max commission amount, right? But this isn't uncommon, 10 to 20%, so that's not bad there. Okay, now 24 months of a holding period prior to a recovery. So for you guys that are brand new, what that means is that once the state has taken possession of a lost asset, the state gives the claimant a 24-month window to recover that lost asset all by themselves before a locator can assist them in doing so. Okay. Now, the state of Delaware pays claimants directly, and you must invoice them. And I know if you guys are brand new, you're probably freaking out. Oh my God, I got to send somebody an invoice. What if they don't pay me? I hear that all the time. And I think, just to be completely honest, I think that a lot of that stems from somebody's inner insecurities of them thinking that they don't deserve a deal, or that somebody just doesn't want to pay them. And it seems like there's an internal teeter-totter that people go through, you know? They think that no one will ever want to pay them, and then they start working on themselves, they start getting deals, and they start building up their self-esteem and their confidence in the process and the systems. And then not only does this not become a problem, but their average deals pay them more because they start chasing after bigger accounts because they feel like they deserve bigger accounts. But you guys done a bunch of deals. I rarely ever have a problem with invoicing people, and you guys shouldn't either. Okay, now another thing is the state, as far as claim packages go, you can digitally upload them. You can also send them in as well, but why would you do that when you can digitally upload them and save yourself some money on postage? Not only postage, because the postage expense really isn't that big of a deal. It's just the amount of time it takes to send the documents in. But nonetheless, you guys, another thing, the state provides drafted paperwork. Okay, now if the state provides drafted paperwork, you guys use only the drafted paperwork that the state gives you. And usually in the investigator handbook, they will give you literally just like these slides, step by step, exactly what you need to do. So you don't ever try to reinvent the rule book. You do everything exactly how they want, and you should be good to go. Another thing, you guys, the state does offer bulk leads. Now on the website, it says you have to do a manual search, but you can send in a FOIA request to get bulk data. So that's great too. Okay, now as far as leads go for unclaimed property in Delaware, okay, like I said in the last slide, the state does require you to do a manual search. Okay, but it also will allow you to send in a FOIA request. So for you guys that are brand new, a FOIA request stands for Freedom of Information Act. Whenever there's public knowledge that isn't really released, that's held more on the state level or through some of these municipalities, you can send in a request and they will give you all the information they have on that one topic, and they usually will send it to you in on a spreadsheet. And then you'll have all that data. Just like I was saying before about being a savvy property investigator and calling in and doing your own due diligence and research yesterday when I was putting this slide and this presentation together. I'm recording this right now. It's like 5 a.m. Saturday morning, but I wasn't able to get a hold of the Department of Unclaimed Funds in the state of Delaware and ask them some more specific information about a FOIA request, because I wanted to know how long it took, how much data they give, things like that. And the website wasn't too clear about some of those details. So even me, you guys, I call into the state departments. As a matter of fact, I call in, well, my virtual assistants do, at least once a week to do status updates on accounts. So get in the habit of calling into the departments. You guys, they're there to help you. But you guys, a FOIA request, that's nothing new. You know, a lot of people use them, and you don't have to be working unclaimed funds or surplus funds or anything like that. You can use a FOIA request for a lot of different things, so it's awesome. But you guys, there's a link down here, and it's all about the process that you have to go through to submit a FOIA request for the state of Delaware so you can get the unclaimed property leads. So I will allow you to do your own due diligence for that. Okay, now as far as unclaimed property agreements for locators, the state does have drafted agreements. Now this is the agreement between you and the claimant. So you'll still have to get the claimant to send in all of the supported documents so you can make a complete claim package. Therefore, you could either send it into the state or you can digitally upload it. I don't know why you would ever send anything into the state, but they allow you to do that as well. But below, yes, there is another link for the state drafted investigator agreement. So you can click on that and download that right now as well. And then submitting completed claim packages. Okay, like I was saying in the last slide, like the state allows you to upload claim packages digitally or send them in. Okay, now I do have a couple of links down here. The very first one is the process for how to submit a claim. And so that's going to take you through step by step exactly what you need to do in the state of Delaware to submit a completed claim package. Now, I know a lot of the deals that you guys are chasing after, sometimes they involve dead people. And a lot of the states, you're going to have to require a death certificate. And so down here is a website for the state of Delaware to where if you have a situation where you need to get a death certificate, you can get it right here. Okay, now, if you guys are unclear about anything, the contact information for the state is listed below. Just like I've said a few times throughout this video, I call the state departments all the time. You know, even if they have all this information stated on the website, I will still call them and I will double check with everything because some things change. You know, parts of their processes and procedures, they could change. And, you know, all the information on the website, that could be years old. And so with a 2-month time frame for me to have to wait to get paid on a deal, I don't want to do anything incorrectly at all when it comes to dealing with the people that are going to be cutting a check to the claimant that's going to be paying me. But regardless of that, you guys, I hope this was great information for you guys. If you guys do choose to work in the state of Delaware, work on unclaimed funds, I wish you the best of luck. And if you haven't already gone and gotten my free calling script, go to the link in the description and grab it now. Okay, other than that, you guys, go out there and crush it. Take care.